Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Um, I think we are in a good time for me to have this conversation. Um, I was looking at my feed on my Facebook page, and I have a certain group I'm connected to, and it was a conversation in that group, and there was a gentleman. I think it was a gentleman talking about how they feel somewhat lost in this time. And they mentioned, even like they talking about, this is the season of the fire horse, I believe, right? And so all of these things aligning. What I want to talk about is what he was saying was, and he was asking, was everyone feeling the same, detachment, the same kind of like you in a cocoon, and you're still in the liquid form. You're not reformed into what you're going to become, and so you're in a state of, you know almost a state of limbo, right? Lots of people replied to this post, and most people said yes. And so that's what I want to talk about. I believe it's a consistent thing and a consistent theme, and so I felt like it was time to address it. So for the longest, if you look back on my YouTube channel, I had a couple. So I had one before this channel. This is called My Spiritual Experience. I had a channel called um, Deep Speak with Brother Sadiq. So on that channel, I also talked about pretty much everything that's going on right now. I'm gonna say this: most of the time that you see anybody on here attempting to share information about the social engineering, the status of our own spiritual health, or anything like that, it's not out of ego or out of trying to be braggadocious. It's actually because they love you, right? See, we really are just here to express love. And so I want to talk about why there is this big ass cloud of sadness hanging over humanity right now, right? So even if you haven't looked at the files, right, the EPS team files, right, if you haven't even looked at those files, that's a true reality. Everything in those files are been these are things that have been collected over years, since, all the way back since the Kennedy days, because this guy Epstein was actually what they call MOSA, the intelligence wing of another nation. And so they have what they call the honeypot scheme, and it's been going on since way, way, way back. Okay, and so he has files associated to that, so that he could use and manipulate and maneuver through our society in current times, proving to all of these people, these are all the people who we have already in this line. So you're gonna get in line, or you know, you can get out the way. And so you either take the check or you take the bullet. So there's a history of that. Y'all can do the research. I'm gonna say this: I've been talking this talk and trying to share since the beginning of that channel, the Deep Speak with Brother Sadiq. If you go back and you look at the videos, um, you'll see what I'm saying. There's so many videos that I talked about what was going on, things that I've personally experienced. And I'm gonna say this: there is a gentleman named David Icke. And if you don't know who that is, I almost feel sorry for you, because that means you're just waking up to where we are. David Icke was clowned 25, 35 years ago for attempting to expose what these Epstein files are explaining to you all right now. Right? He attempted to expose this 35 years ago, and he got clowned. I mean, internationally. Like he said, his name became a joke. All you had to do as a comedian was go on stage and say David Icke, and everybody's busting up like, "Oh, David Icke, right? That clown." Well, I always, I was always one who listened to David Icke. I ain't saying I believed 100% of what nobody said, but I always listened to what David Icke's research read out, because in my own life, many things that he said and explained showed to be true. And so respect to that gentleman, Mr. David Icke, because his life is a testament. And I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna go as far as saying this. The things that he's exposed are are directly related to truth and reality. Truth and reality are directly related to God. So in the future, in maybe 100 years or whatever, David Icke is going to be like one of the prophets in the Bible. I'm just telling you how much information this man has written about, and he was heckled just like every prophet. Okay, so when you look at the real big picture, respect to that man for what he had to stand through just to get the truth to you, and he did it out of love. You assholes, you're a world full of assholes, and I'm gonna tell you this because I have personally given everything and done everything and said everything, and every ounce of my being has been pressed out into this world, because that's why we're here, right? We're not here to take from the world, we're here to give to the world. And what am I giving to the world? I'm giving to the world the best of myself, right? I'm giving to the world my love, right? And so that's what is going on with all of us. Whether we are aware of it or not, the science proves it. David Icke wrote like 12 books on it. Currently, they're studying quantum physics. The Epstein files explains how so much of the quantum physics, everything David Icke talked about, how all of reality is interconnected. Okay, and so the yin and the yang is true. And so what you're seeing in the Epstein files are the dark side of the yin and the yang. Okay, all right. So what is the light side of the yin and the yang is David Icke. People like myself who've been talking this talk for 20 plus years, right? 20 plus years. Everybody who know me know who I am personally. And so I don't have many people who hang out, because all I'm gonna do is talk about what we need to be doing to fix what's going on, right? Some form of moving forward, right? Or let's take a real clear look at what the reality of what we're living in is. But most people don't want to see what the reality of what we're living in is, because it is overwhelming. It is a thing, it is a scenario, it is a situation that causes cognitive dissonance. It makes your mind separate from reality, because you say, I can't fix it, so I'm not going to pay attention to that part of reality, and I'll just live in this part of reality, which is a very low life. So yeah, I called you a low life, right? And I don't say it because I think you are a low life. I think it has been done to us. Okay, our whole focus and attention has been redirected, has been monitored and managed by the social engineering and the evil scientists who put together programs and education systems and banking systems and the entire structure of the matrix that most of us feel is draining something from us. I myself, I will choose poverty before I will give any of my life energy, my physical strength, sweat, brain power. I hate the matrix, and I came to destroy the matrix. Okay, so for the last 20 years, I've been trying to gather people who will listen to all of the things that I've become to understand. Some of my own personal experience. I've seen with my own eyes, the eyes of a human turn from what our eyes look like to the eyes of a reptilian or a cat or a snake. It went from a brown pupil, a brown, whatever it is, iris around it, brown, blue, gray, whatever your color is around, that went from that color to gold. And then the circle part of the pupil turned into a slit. And the person who this happened to turned around and ran in the house. So I've had the experience of this. Okay, so it's quite real. It's so much real shit going on right now that what we're feeling in the atmosphere, if you're not paying attention to the Epstein files or any of the atrocities that other humans are doing to other humans, and some of these people are not human, some of these beings are not human, and that is why they are attempting to destroy your personal humanity. They're attempting to destroy your personal relationship to your inner self, to your quality of human being. Okay? So what I talk about, what I'm on here doing now, why I'm on here now, I feel like for 20 years, I have given my pearls of wisdom to pigs that none of you have understood or attempted to implement or given a damn about what I've talked about. And it's okay, because right now, everything that I've ever talked about is coming so to fruition. It's coming so to light. So I understand fully. And I am so thankful for the guidance that I've had to get me to where I am. Whether you paid attention or not, you should go back, because most of you right now are feeling this weight, and you don't understand what it is. It is directly related to the fact that we are all connected. We are all, as a human species, this earth, this entire environment is in a field of energy that is unseen, that back in the day they used to call the ether. And because that ether is real, everything that we're feeling in this world, all of these emotions and this lost state of personal being for direction and where you should stand and who you should be and what you are, all of these things are at the forefront in your internal self. And you don't really know how to deal with it, is because you don't understand that all of this is interconnected. From the children being taken away and hidden away, and the entire government being, see, this is what's going on. You hardly want to accept the fact that your government is involved in moving these kids across the globe for this achrome and the evil things that you have to do to gain the achrome. You don't even want to accept these things as reality. So how can you be one who will change this reality? And that's why you are here. You're not here to just stand in fear and be shook and confused and lost and sad and your stomach bubbling and you don't know what the hell to do. Okay, I'm gonna tell you, the reason you feel like that is because this is all interconnected. From the atrocities that you see, from the genocides, from the continuous wars, all of these things are happening for the yin and the yang. Okay, so for the bad, they are motivated and inspired, feeling like they empower and they doing their thing. But as scripture say, all of this is also being used for the good, because the creator is the master of the whole play and the plan in the end anyway. So why you are feeling that is because you are about to move into another state of being, and you're going to have a choice to make, and you have to make that choice. And if you don't make that choice, there are powers and influences that are going to shuffle your silly ass right along into whatever the hell the world has for you. But that ain't why you here. You are a soul with the intention and a power and a force and a voice to move and change this reality with your own presence, consciousness, existence. You are not insignificant. Okay? So I'm making this video because I'm tired of giving my pearls to pigs, and me and my creator talked about that. And if you don't pay attention, and if no one pays attention, I'm not going to do this anymore. I've had meetings where I've done these videos. Great, good, God bless. I'm trying to do my part. Outside of these videos is physical things we can be doing. So I've tried to call physical meetings into the town that I live in order to bring together the people who are aware of what the hell is going on and who are not just living in total fear, so that we can start to do some things that will put a foundation under our ass. As you see, this one is falling apart. In every way, this is going away. If you just don't sit there and watch it and live in fear and shook to death, you shook to death. You're so scared, you're scared to look up. What do you say? You scared to death and scared to look. They shook, okay? Because you found out your government ain't no halfway crooks. They are all the way monsters. And it ain't just your government. It is a global government. It is a international network of snakes, demons, and dark forces. Let's just say what it is. Let's put it on the table. So We gonna either pull our big boy and big girl britches up and get ready for what we gonna have to do, stand in and go through, because it's about who endures to the end. It ain't about getting snatched up in the air and disappearing in the world. Go through. No, you better get your ass ready for what's here, what's coming. Okay, so I'm gonna say this as well. Y'all see these EPST files going on. Y'all see the wars going internationally. All of this is written as prophecy. I've been talking about the shit for 20 years. David Icke been talking about the shit for 35 years. He done wrote 12 books about it. David, what is his name? Mr. Braden, okay, Greg Braden. Go do some research, people. Your heart and mind are moving this ether. The matrix is moving your ass like a chess piece because you don't know that your heart and mind and your attention are moving the reality of the ether. You don't know that. They do know that. So they got your ass trapped in the motherfucking video games, in the phone, in sports, in the football game, in the next boxing match, all of that, okay? All of that. All of this is a fucking trap. And if you don't get your ass out of it soon, you're going to be locked in this motherfucker and you're going to go down with the shit. So yeah, there's a certain fucking urgency. I'm tired of talking to y'all and feeling like I'm giving my pearls to pigs and trying to gather the God body society is what I call it. All is well. Now, if y'all don't get your asses up, ain't nothing you going to be able to do as an individual, because the ICE people are here. ICE is here. They are the future force that's coming to get your mouthy ass and mine. So if we don't unify, gather together and start working as a team, pop, 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 heads all over this motherfucker gonna be going. Everybody who popped their head up just like the whack-a-mole on your ass. So I'm saying it now loud because I'm not gonna say it too many more motherfucking times. I don't have to. I didn't learn this for me. I learned this for a new structure of society that is to come, that we're supposed to be working towards building. Not sitting here watching this bullshit go down and all of my energy is trapped in the fear of the war and the genocides and the atrocities and the everything that they got linked together to just keep shit head button, men against women, blacks against white, Africans against Africans American. All of this shit is a trap. Your mind should be focused on your personal vision for what heaven on earth looks like. Yeah, that sounds crazy. Okay. Okay, sure. But have you ever even thought of that? Right? Have you ever even thought of what the best version of your life and the world could look like as a unified thing? Like how you would be moving through this mug if you were in perfect harmony with what the creator put you here for? See, they got you trapped in your job, in your role of who you think you are. So I'm gonna tell you, I got fucking destroyed, okay? I got destroyed, and they call it a dark night of the soul. He took me to the lowest level. I was laying on my belly, tongue out, little X's on my eyes. It was over for me. And the last little pinch of light that was in me connected to the creator, and he lifted my ass back up. So I ain't talking this out of ego. I ain't talking this out of my pride. I'm telling y'all where we at. And if y'all can't see it now, I don't know what the hell wrong with y'all. Look at what is going on in this world. Read them e-files. Look at what Greg Braden is talking about. Look at the heart brain coherence, the Heart Math Institute. These are things, this is the yin and the yang of it. Where you give your focus is what you're going to be attached to. Look. So right now on the 28th of February, this ain't the 28th, this is the next day or something like that. But anyway, on the 28th, all the planets are lined up. Look what else lined up. Ramadan, Yami, all of these different religious fasts, religious ceremonies, religious practices aligned at the same time that the universe aligned, that all of this shit is going on your planet, and you're totally unaware that you're supposed to be moving and shifting too. And so we all sitting in this goo of what the hell is going on. Your answer is going to come from inside when you shut all of that shit down, when you quiet the world out, right? when you quiet the world out, because your life source is the exact source of that which created you. So when you gonna be able to hear your process steps of how you supposed to move? When you shut this shit down. When you shut it down. You got to shut it down for some time. That's why we all in this. This is quite a spiritual season, and I hope y'all waking up to the facts of that. All of these spiritual practices and measures of purification are in the atmosphere at the same season and time. That is alignment like there is no other alignment. And so if your consciousness not waking up to that, whether you believe in any of these religious practices, if you are spiritually inclined, you got to know that that is some form of alignment that you should be paying attention to. So I won't be giving my motherfucking pearls to no pigs no more. I don't have to. He said, I don't got to give y'all shit no more. All I was given was love, and it was shunned. It was not appreciated. In fact, I'm going to tell y'all what happened to the last open heart that I laid in front of somebody. They stomped on my shit. They stomped on my shit. They stomped on my shit, and I gave it back. And they stomped on my shit, and they stomped on my shit, and they gave it back. And they stomped on my shit, and that bitch bust open. And they took a date, and they went and ate hot-ass Mexican food and come back and took a shit in that heart. Wide open, bust wide open, and stomped that motherfucker open and took a shit in it. Hot Mexican dinner shit. And God said, learn to forgive them. So that's what I've been through. So fuck you for not listening. It's your choice. For real, I done been through it. I don't got to give y'all shit no more. So pearls to pigs will not be happening no more. So if I'm not influenced to move beyond this, God be with you all. Did my part. Look at the videos. Like I said, it's 2 channels. It's My Spiritual Experience, and there is Deep Speak with Brother Sadiq. Go look at what the hell I've been telling you. Go look at what Dave and I've been telling you. Look at what Greg Brayton telling you. Y'all better wake y'all asses up. If this ain't the worst shit you ever seen, I'm going to tell you some worse shit finna come. So I'm going to tell you, and then I'm going to get my ass off here because the video long and y'all ain't got no goddamn, y'all have no attention span. So I'm not going to waste my words once again. Very frustrated by doing that. Love you all, because that's the only reason I would do it. Anyway, the reason all of this shit is out in your face right now, from the UFOs flying around this motherfucker, okay, to your president's eating babies, international crime ring. You understand? You are living under the rulership of devils. You understand it, but you a coward. This whole ass life got you so shook that you ain't believing you this soul. I don't give a damn about this world. I know what we're supposed to be doing. God's kingdom is at the door. Y'all some punks. But I'm going to say this. He's showing y'all all of this shit because there are things that are going to come to this earth that's going to cause men's hearts to fail them and the women who carrying babies to drop them on the street. That's what's coming. So get your ass up or get your ass rolled on. It's coming. ICE ain't playing, boy. And if y'all don't say nothing about what they doing now, it's coming to the next stage, and the next stage, total control. Yes, it's international. Headquartered maybe out of Israel. Yeah. What? Y'all better wake up. But I won't be on here no more if I'm not prompted, if I'm not inspired, if I'm not moved to say a word to you, I won't say a word to you. I will just watch it go down, live in harmony with what God got for my path and plan and the people in my circle. But I'm trying to do something bigger, something for all of us. But if y'all ain't gonna wake up, if y'all ain't gonna do the things that y'all need to do in relation Peace be with you, soul. I'm not chasing a soul. I'm not dragging a soul. I'm not giving my pearls to pigs no more, because it's heartbreaking. It's saddening. It's upsetting. It's depressing. So if you don't wake your personal own ass up and go deep inside and ask the creator what you supposed to be doing right now, maybe you're supposed to just be sitting your ass still, because you see the chaos, and don't try to force shit, but you better start listening. And that's what I got to say, because something more is coming. This is just a prelude to what is coming. So that's my word. And that's my soul. That's my heart. That's my love right now, very personal to you. If you do nothing with it, that's on you. But I've done my part. So by that measure, I really do hope, wish, and pray that the abundant power, light, and energy of the source who created you expresses itself through you as clearly as a hollow reed, and that you become the most bountiful version of yourself, the highest aspect that you can ever see yourself being, in the most broadest form of light and love that you can give to this world. That's what I hope for you and for myself. I hope that for myself as well, that I can express fully the light that the creator put in me in the broadest spectrum. That's what I'm here to do. I'm not here to give my money, my time, my energy to gain no money out this matrix and fuck this matrix. Let it die. Okay. Okay. However it work out, it work out. And so I am a node of the creator. I am a God mode node of the creator. I am not the all-knowing, all-seeing, omnipotent. I'm not that. But I am definitely a node and a portion of the consciousness of that creator. And so are you. So master your life, master yourself. Fuck this people and trying to prove something to them, because this shit is over. I hope you can feel it and see it. And I hope you start preparing a vision for what you will hope this future would become for yourself, for your children, for your grandchildren, for the generations of the future, of a beautiful, bright planet that other motherfuckers who fly by in their universal ships that y'all seeing in the sky say, woo, look at that planet. That motherfucker lit up with love and light and the power of the creator busting out of everything, because everything here is living it to its fullest. All of the plants, all of the animals, perfect harmony. We the ones got confused because somebody put a trick on our ass. Look up a video and watch it. It's called The God Eaters. That will send you in a nice research path to understand how we got where we are. It's a 1 and 2 part video documentary called The God Eaters. Yes, check that out as well. So I've given you the things that I think I was supposed to give you today. That's my love. That's my heart. That's my compassion. That is my grace, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if I even got grace. I think grace is from God. I think I could give grace to a person who's crossed me in that way. But I'm just saying, I'm trying to give my love to y'all. I'm trying to give the best of me to you. And I hope that you take the best of yourself and push it forward. And maybe even push this video forward. Maybe subscribe. Maybe like the video. Maybe do something of the positive light. Maybe push some of the positive side of the yin and the yang versus sitting there scared to death of the dark side. The dark side. I'm the light side. And I hope you come join me so we can keep this shit moving, because I don't fear no fucking dark side or death even. My soul is part of the creator and part of the creation. So ain't a motherfucking thing I'm fearing. You don't fight me. You fighting my father, you dumb bastards. I'm invincible and I cannot lose, even in death. So, salutations to the soldiers of my father who ain't scared to pull their motherfucking chest up out their motherfucking shirt and show what they about. I'm tired of this, y'all. I'm tired of living like this, and I'm tired of talking about it. And I ain't gonna say no more. I'm getting personal. I'm getting emotional. I'm flossing off. I'm fasting. So that kind of happens when that happens. But I'm just telling y'all, I ain't got shit else to say until he tell me to say something else. And if ain't nobody got nothing to say to me on none of these videos, or they ain't pushing it forward, or it don't go viral, then I'm cool. I said I did my part, and I'll do my part from where I stand and let him guide me on that. But I ain't finna get on here and give y'all shit else, because I feel like I'm giving my pearls to pigs and they don't even know what the fuck to do with them. Eating them with the regular slop. They rolling around under the mud. They eating them with the slop and drinking them and shitting them out. And that's what my pearls feel like they getting done with on this planet. So I'm gonna get my ass off here because I'm a little hyper, and I just needed to say that because it's over for y'all. And if y'all don't start waking up, all I can do is pray that the Creator have mercy on your soul and give you that direction and that guidance that you're gonna need in these last days that we walking through. Love you all. Nothing else to say. Oh, peace, prosperity, love, and light to each soul.